LASU icon on your lively and solidly unique campus radio station, LASU Radio 95.7 FM. My name is Fumilayo Akonishele, and as we do on the show, we usually bring people who are doing remarkably well, contributing greatly, immensely to the growth and development of Lagos State University. And with me here today is also a special guest, someone who has impacted in several capacities. He's the Chief Executive Officer, Head Media Relations Center for Information Public Relations, CIPR, Vice Chancellor's Office, Lagos State University. He is a compere. You must have been seeing his face, in different banners, because when you talk of LASU events, you can't just take this person out of it. So we have our guest, Mr. Jeariogbe Shamsuddin Olaniyi. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, sir.
It's a pleasure being here.
All right, so how are you doing today?
Well, I'm fine. Just coming out of my leave. I'm looking refreshed and
yeah, we can see that you're just coming
I have been
from the
invigorated. Yes.
All right, so welcome on the show,
Thank
sir.
you very much.
All right, so starting we'd like to know you more. Fine, we know Mr. Jerry is a compere, so we'd like to know more of you, like your background, a brief background.
Well, it's
what school did you attend?
wow. It's starting from primary school.
You can just share like brief. It doesn't have to be like everything.
Well, thank you very much.
So we want to know: are you a product of Lagos State University?
Yes, at some time I joined LASU, but from the scratch, I think I attended. I attended Ansarudin Primary School, Ayitoro, State.
Wow.
And then proceeded to Olaniyi High School, also in Ogun State. And afterwards, I proceeded to Polytechnic Ibadan for my national and higher national diploma in mass communication. I finished in 2003-2004, and I served in Gombe State, NYC, and then joined LASU. I did a little of media work for Governor Benga Daniel in Ogun State at that time, at Gateway News papers.
Okay.
And afterwards, I gained employment into Lagos State University in 2006. And ever since then, it has been a lot of activities. The Center for Information is where I work, and being a professional information person, so I retained my membership of that center. Okay. And then at the time, I discovered that HND was not enough. I did my master's in public administration at the Faculty of Management Sciences and Lagos State University. And again, I have, with my passion for education and also for better grades, I proceeded to Lagos State University Sandwich Degree Program, where I have my BSc Political Science Education. And afterwards, I came back to my faculty here, Faculty of Communication and Media Studies, and I had my master's MSc in Communication.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. It's a very, very interesting journey so far for you.
Thank you.
All right, sir. So looking at one thing I observe about you is that you have a lot of mentees, from different faculties. When we talk of Mr. Jerry, like most people they know Mr. Jerry, and it means that you've been able to actually impact. So my question to you now, sir, is that what is the driving force behind that? What motivates you? Was it a case of you seeing people do same for you, and you also want to do same for others? So can you share that?
Well, that goes a long way. My mom being a teacher and a retired teacher by excellence, and my father being a broadcaster, so I think I was blessed by these two speakers. So based on that, I taught at my mom's school when I was growing up. I loved to teach. So, and then getting employment into Lagos State University, I discovered that I have found my life around the younger generation. So it's not necessarily that you have to be in class before you teach. And I've discovered with my findings that experience is what is missing out in this generation. Is the lacuna between the younger generation and the future. So, and I have the privilege of being in a center where we normally have interns coming around to come and learn. So, with that spurred me into at least impacting lives. And then I think I still have to say this. I started out to be a medical doctor.
Wow.
Because
I was even going to go to that. Has it always been?
Yes. In secondary school I did sciences, physics, chemistry, biology. Okay. And then destiny, my journey in life made me to find myself in arts. So now that I'm now in that, I said, okay, if I cannot inject through the syringe and needle, then I can impact through my teaching. So that is what I'm doing right now, molding minds and then shaping lives.
All right. So, what has been the driving force for you?
Driving force, passion.
Yes.
Passion. I believe in 3 P's: professionalism, passion, and panache. So, like me now, I have a brand.
Yeah.
You see my beers now, people want to say, that's Mr. Jerry. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not shave it. So, and then, when you are a professional, you must be good at what you do.
Yeah.
You must ensure that you run for excellence. There's no finish line in the race of excellence. What we are doing here, you are saying Mr. Jerry is doing everywhere. I have not started at all. I'm just trying to still find my feet. So then passion is the drive. You must love what you do. You must be passionate about it. And then your panache, have a brand.
All right, so the next question too is kind of related to that, but everybody has 1 or 2 guiding principles, those things that keeps you going and all. So what are your guiding principles that people can also learn from, especially people that want to also follow this path too?
Guiding principle. Wow. Well, I would say maybe from my parents, you should always be good.
Okay.
You should always be good. That's one's coming from my parents. And then from God, we are from somewhere. We are sojourners. So, we should remember where we are from. We should always know that we are here for some moment. And then this particular moment definitely will still be in the history. So we have a place that we're going to. So those are the things that I look up to. Then most importantly, I always look forward to the day that I'm going to stand in front of my Creator. And I'll be giving account of what I've done.
That's the most important thing. Yeah. All right, thank you, sir. So moving away from that, we want to look at, at the event yesterday where you happened to be the compare. Yeah.
And you handle the area of moderation.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so you mentioned that you spent about 18 years at Lagos State University.
Wow, I love that.
Yes.
You caught me there.
Yes. So, 18 years at Lagos State University is no bliss now. It's not Akara, money now, we know. So, it means that you know how Lagos State University was then, and, the journey so far, how they've been able to improve greatly. So, can you speak about LASU then? What has changed?
Lord. A lot has changed.
Okay.
Undergraduates of today, they have a better space, they have a better institution to talk about. And then for those people that have come maybe before, in the early 2000s, it has been this story that we would not like to talk about. But from 2016 till date, well, that's been a better story.
But then, how did you cope? How did you cope in that?
The world itself, let me say, the life itself, the world is emerging, is evolving. Nothing is static. Lagos State University is not peculiar with LASU, what happened in the past. But the thing is that maybe before we were able to realize that we have to be on this path of excellence, it was late. At a time in LASU, before you could get 1,000 students or 2,000 students that are seeking admission to this place, wow, you will have begged a lot of parents. But now we are the second most subscribed for university in Nigeria, behind university, just slightly behind the University of Ilorin. So it has been a great work that has gone into this. It has been a result of excellent leadership. Excellent leadership, because if you put water on your head, it will cascade down to the feet. So if your leader is very right, if your leader is doing well, every other component will definitely join or align. So we have to give it to the management of the Lagos State University, both in the past and in the present, and also we hope that we are going to continue on this path of excellence in the future.
Yeah, all right, thank you so much for that. So also looking at the center you're from, because I know that the different what are those things that you feel your center have done to actually contribute to
wow,
this
interesting. Okay, so it's okay. Well, the Center for Information, formerly known as the Information Office, when I joined, it was an Information and Public Relations, and at the time it has to change the nomenclature to Center for Information, Press and Public Relations. So, and at the time again, then the press was taken off. So they are independent on their own. They are under ventures. So we now have Center for Information and Public Relations. So by and large, we have come a long way at that center. We started with printing of bulletins, in dozens, in numbers, in thousands, and using hand to distribute this to all members of staff And with the advent of social media platform, we started doing bulk SMS, and then the main contribution that that center has added to this university is in the area of showcasing the institution. We have been able to leverage on all the social media platforms. As we speak now, LASU is going to be one of the leading institutions trending in terms of good achievements. We have new programs now, and we at the center, we at that center, we normally complement the university management's effort by ensuring that all the useful information and valid information are definitely processed.
Yeah, another thing I think I observe is, when there are some things going on and maybe the public have a different perspective on that particular issue, is the way the center quickly addresses
we are prompt. We are prompt about that. The beauty of what we do there is that we are being proactive. Yeah. Public relations is about being proactive and not reactive. If you are reactive, you may get it wrong. You may be on the other side of the external media, but you have to be proactive. And being proactive, management has really helped us in this area, especially under this leadership. Professor Ibiyemi Bilola Olatujibelo, MNI, FNNI, NPOM, FSP, SP, and the Senior IBM of Nigeria. So they are, under this leadership has been able to ensure that our student body brought, the student union is always on the table with them, to talk about their interests and the welfare. So that has really drastically reduced their, interest in going on the street to protest and all that. So we are enjoying the peace here because we are complementing ourselves. The synergy.
The student union.
Absolutely.
All right, thank you so much.
And even the staff members too.
Yes, thank you, sir. So moving away from that, can you share briefly in about maybe 1 minute, what do you do aside work? Yeah.
Aside work?
Aside work.
Outside work. During the frame of work or outside the university?
Outside the university, like just to relax.
Okay, my unwinding time. Okay, well, I enjoy being with my family. I enjoy being with my family, my wife, my children. I'm so proud of them. And then, I'm just coming.
Congratulations on your anniversary.
Thank you. We just did that on July 22nd. So I love my family. Then apart from that, I love to play football. But not.
I've not seen you
not
play
the
football.
I won't come to the open space. So, but I just and do some little run around. Then I love to sweep. I sweep in my compound. So those are the things I do. And I play Ludo with my wife.
So he's a family man.
Yes, to the core.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for that. So, what's your advice for young people listening to the show?
Well, the advice is that I think I taught the interns at the center this morning again, and that has been in my spirit ever since I joined Lagos State University. That is one of the things that has really attracted a lot of younger generation to me. I love to let them know that what is missing now is the experience. There is a great gap between that time they are in the university and their parents. So who is going to help them to feel it? Most lecturers, what they do is to come to class, teach MC 202, MC 304. But there are more to life aside that. Morals. Who is taking care of that? Soft skill. You have to know when to greet, you have to know what to do and all that. So my advice for the upcoming generation should be that they should not give up. If I could start, if I started out with ND and HND, and I'm presently with MSc. So it's a long journey. Number of years have gone into that. So whatever you are doing, just know that there's always a reward for it. Then there's power of choice. It's either you take the positive one or the negative one. Do not drop whatever you are doing. Continue to push on. And I love to say something on my Facebook if you are very conversant with it. Keep moving, keep walking, keep smiling, keep pushing. Eyes are watching.
Wow, thank you so much for that. You've said a lot of things, and I'm sure that our listeners were able to get one or two things. So thank you so much, our wonderful listeners. Join us next week, same time on LASU Icon. Bye for now. I'm Olaniyi.